guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to SMC with Arewa. My name is bet month my Welcome to SMC with Arewa, social media cut with moi, where we judge anything that is ongoing, trending in the social media as a whole. We are always gathering a lot of things to analyze and do awareness as well. Our analysts, social media analysts, and at the same time we do amebo, gbeboru and ofofos. Show ye bayen. Don't forget to follow our other channel, History with Arewa and Intimacy with Arewa. This is the Yoruba and English channel. Thank you once again for joining me today. Don't forget to follow our other channel, History with Arewa and Intimacy with Arewa. For any of your advert support, donation, or for any discussion whatsoever, my contact is going to be down below in the description box, and I'm also going to leave it lying around in the comment section area for all your awareness purposes. In case you hear something and you want the whole world to hear it too, you can call me for your advert. And is it advert or is it a product or services you are rendering and you want people to know about it? Ní ṣòwò short ẹ pè mí o. Tó bá dé jẹ́ àmẹ̀bọ kan náà lẹ gbọ́ àbí ìsòfófó that you hear, you want the ear to hear the òfófó too. Call me and let us say it together and show you yín ká gbé sí ọwọ́ àwọn èèyàn kan gbọ́. Don't forget our birthday is December 16 o. Birthday Arewa, tẹ́ bá ti raṣọ ọdún fún mi, tẹ́ bá ti raṣọ birthday fún mi. Pyjamas mama wọ̀ wá. Very very soon gan máa bínú bọ́ pyjamas dànù sí màmá wa ní wòwò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Màmá shocking bòun lẹ ti gbọ́ yín. For gbogbo àwọn birthday gift let this gift start rolling in. We'll drop the account down below. Anything is accepted for the birthday gift. Ẹ jẹ́ kí birthday gift ẹ jẹ́ kó máa wọlé o. Don't forget for all your agbo, for all your herbal remedies for infections and diseases and gonorrhea, syphilis, lumbar, vaginal discharge of fibroid, moving pile in your body, EDA. I'm sure you all know what EDA is. Noisy stomach, you have STD, yeast infection, fertility problem, or your fallopian tube is blocked. Anything that has to do with your reproductive system, contact Agbo Ibile Solutions. Àbí wọ́n tí wọ́n ta lọ́fà ni. Contact Agbo Ibile Solutions +234 70 63 55 95 91, or you call me, I give you their number. Before you lose hope, call Agbo Ibile Solutions. Ẹ pè wọ́n. A trial will convince you. Tested ni o, apart yoshi. Tested gidi gan ni. Let's go on. Let's move on. I'm sure we all are familiar with the ongoing trending news of how Sylvester, a 12-year-old boy, was, died at his school at Dowen College in Lagos, Leke, Lagos. Now, the father granted an interview explaining everything that happened. He said a lot of things and said the boy started getting bullied and picked on when he enrolled him to that school, that he has his two other daughters in that school. One has graduated now in that school. So he took, Sylvester is his last born, the last child. So he took him there for his secondary school. Now, they say when he started the school, that some boys, they started picking on, they asked him, seniors, so they asked him that has he seen his sisters, our sisters said that has he seen their nakedness before or something like that, that he should tell them how this thing looks like. And then he said no. How can you be asking me if I've seen my sisters and stuff like that? So they started picking on him. Then at Nothing pick on him. He said a lot of things. And for those people that are saying the video circulating that why did they take him to the house and not take the boy to the hospital and stuff, he took the boy to the hospital. Their parent is rich. He took the boy to the hospital, and besides, they have their family doctor that come to the house to treat him. So, kò ṣe pé bóyá kò sówó lọ́wọ́ wọn láti lọ ṣe autopsy. They have conducted an autopsy and they're doing another autopsy. They petitioned the Akim Odumosun, the Inspector General of Lagos, and the rest of stuff. They are taking steps on it. Now, and he spoke about how they came to his room, they locked the door off the light and started beating him, that he jumped from his bunk bed and fell on the ground, and that is when they started matching him. They broke his rib, his waist, they started matching him, and then they now gave him a substance to drink and told him that if you tell anyone, they are going to do this, they are going to do that. And even the roommates, they ran away, and then they threatened those ones too that they shouldn't tell anyone, that if they thought that they should say that he was playing ball and he fell. Imagine that. Now, before he died, he made mention of some 5 of those guys that did it. He mentioned their name and, opened up to his parents and told them what happened and stuff like that on his death. But me. One of the names he mentioned was Michael Kasham, or let me just say Kasham, Buruji Kashamu's son. I'm sure we all know who Buruji Kashamu is, that died few months back. He mentioned, so school omo. But in between all that, the Jerry Adeyemi, the Dowen's director of admission, said, as you read in the press statement, everything is explained. Adeyemi said, we are in contact with the family. The notice of the police has been called. The Ministry of Education is here. We've had an interaction. An investigation was done. We spoke to his mates, seniors and juniors. They said there was no bullying in this particular incident. That I've been here for more than 23 years. There's no cultism in Dowen College. Students will laugh if you mention it. The school is not located in the bush where a court would typically meet in secret. We are in an estate where there is no room for secrecy. Parents will naturally come and go. Everyone is consigned. It's expected. We are all worried. You said everyone is consigned. It's expected. This is a human being that died. Abi kan ṣe ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ director of Dowen University, Dowen College. He said the withdrawal of the accused boys was for their safety since their names were mentioned online. He said they had to go home temporarily. They only had to go home temporarily, not withdrawing from the school as claimed by the bereaved parents. He said, let me read that place again. He said the withdrawal of the accused boys was for their safety since their names were mentioned. He said they only had to go home temporarily, not withdrawing from the school as claimed by the bereaved parents. That is, the father of Sylvester said the accused boys, that that Dowen have released those boys to go home. And even 2 of them, their parents have flew them out of the country. Now, Dowen is telling us that it's not as if that the parents of those accused boys withdraw those their children. That the withdrawal of their students is just because of the safety of those students that killed Sylvester. That their parents withdraw them for their safety. For their safety, that they will just go home temporarily, not that they will withdraw them from the school permanently. When I saw that place, I was shocked. That how can a parent be saying this? A boy died. A boy you claimed that is in your possession. You claimed the boy played football. And the boy died. And then, before the boy died, it made mention of what happened. That he didn't play any football. He was bullied, he was beaten. And he was given a substance, a chemical to drink. Now, people have started saying, where will they get chemical? Where will they get chemicals? Are you people forgetting the science lab? There are chemicals in the science lab. Even hypo is a chemical. Hypo. So, chemical can be gotten. And don't forget this. Students, kids going to this school are big men kids. School 13 so over $1 million. Kò ṣe fún bí tálíkà bí tiwa báyìí now. Àwọn ọmọ olówó ló máa wà ńbẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ senator, àwọn ọmọ politician, àwọn ọmọ big businessmen and women ló máa lọ sí ibẹ̀. So they practically worship I mean, I want even teachers and stuff, especially the parents about fún lówó. Ṣó fi pọ̀ mọ́ ẹ machine nǹkan tí ò dá wọn wá sọ pé nǹkan tó dá wọn wá discipline ẹni. Oni discipline now. Want to máa gbèsè ẹ̀yìn ọmọ yẹn gan ni. Nígbà tí ẹ pa àwọn òbí ẹ̀ lówó lọ́wọ́, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń rówó gbà. For you to now say the boy mention of their name, instead of you to call the police and hand over those boys to the police for interrogation and, and strong investigation, you call their parents to come and pick their children. In the midnight, you call their parents to come and pick their student. You were even the headmaster, the headmistress of that school was even angry with Sylvester's dad for releasing Sylvester's pictures. Can you imagine that? So you want the parent to sweep it under the carpet and not say anything. You just tell them you undo it and that's it. And then you just suspend the accused boys temporarily and then tell them to come back. No feelings at all. No human feelings, that they were not even moved. You claim the boy just for playing football in Dowen University, in Dowen College, is life-threatening, no? If you have your child there, your child is not safe. Your child is not safe in Dowen College. Because ordinary ball, even people playing professional football, they don't. Did you see that boy video? Did you see how that boy was in pain? Like, did you see that? What kind of a football would give you that kind of... I mean, I'm still not getting the narrative of this headmaster. The father said he had chemicals. The principal said the boy played ball. Was the principal there when the boy played the said football? Can they identify who he played with? Where was the housemaster when he was playing it? The father said Sylvester suffered liver enlargement due to congealed blood. So the students' name that were mentioned, the school is not even saying anything concerning that one. He had chemicals in his system. The injured liver and broken ribs. Injured liver and broken ribs. And they had chemicals. The father said they found a black substance, chemical in his stomach, in his system. So when the boy made mention of what happened and told his parents and made mention of the boys that did it to him, the proprietress had to call the parents of those ones and then open the gate for them to carry their children and go. That he suspend them temporarily. I said a boy died. A boy that is in your care. You came out and give us a story that he played football. Football. Wonder shall never end. And I'm wondering that if we cannot lend our voice for something like this is happening with this one is not a matter of the elite and the poor. This is a matter of the elite, the rich and the rich, and this is happening. Imagine if it happened between the rich and the poor. Celebrities have been, lending their voice concerning this. Kò sí bó ṣe máa wo fídíò ọmọ yẹn tí ara ìtara ọmọ. Even that boy suffered. That boy was in pain. He was in severe excruciating pain. Ikú gbígbóná òun ló kú. Ikú gbígbóná, ikú kíkorò òun ni ọmọ yẹn kú. Ikú tó gbóná ni ọmọ yẹn kú. Just 12 years old. Today would have been his birthday. A nigga ọmọ yẹn pé 12 years. He clocked 12 years today. And they killed him. And Dowen College said, the first of us write a statement and said they are they have no sensitive feelings at all. There is no school that allow visitation of any kind by 5 a.m. Not even universities. No company opens office by 5 a.m. in Nigeria. But Dowen College allowed a parent to arrive the school by 5 a.m. to take their sons, their accused sons, away. It goes to show that how highly involved the school is in covering up this murder. The school shut down, temporarily, and write a statement out to parents. And but later on, when everybody started talking about it, Lagos Sanwo-Olu ordered for that school to be shut down until further notice. Until further notice. That is what Dowen should have done. In fact, when that boy made mention of what happened and accused some students, Dowen is not supposed to call the parent of those students to come and pick their child. Is that how that college is supposed to do that? How can you come up and open your mouth and say he was playing football? A father, how can you say my kid is playing football that badly that you have to call me? And like, who tackled him? How were they playing? Was any other person injured? With no more information on the kind of football that will render somebody to be in that kind of pain. Look at the stomach of that boy. Look at the mouth. Gbogbo ẹnu ọmọ yẹn. Gbogbo ìfun ẹ̀, ó ti ń jẹ, kò lè jẹun, in fact, kò lè gbẹ́sẹ̀. Even if you want to carry him, he's still pain. He's still pain. A 12-year-old boy. It is so sad that honestly, I expect more from. I even saw a post from one of workers of the palace of Ile-Ife or Onitsha, talking about it, lending their voices, and even tagged his or her friend. And I'm wondering, I'm not expecting Kabiyesi to. It's not too much even if he lend his voice concerning the death of this 12-year-old. It's not too much if he do that. But then I'm wondering, the Olori Naomi, help us to put mouth, to lend your voice concerning the death of Sylvester. As a mother, your voice is not too much for you to, join to what is going on. Even though you don't normally lend your voices whenever something even happens within your domain. E.g., the case of Olori Sunday Igboho, or the kidnapped of the people that are in, àwọn tí wọ́n kó nílé Sunday tó wà l'Abuja for almost a month or stuff like that. Like, she never rendered her voice. Things are happening in Yoruba land that although when we need that, she's supposed to lend her voice to it, but you don't see her say something about it and stuff like that. Even though Kabiyesi cannot do it all, it is not too much, Olori, for you to lend your voices to something that is happening within the community, within, your territory. It is not too much. It is not until Kabiyesi does before you do. You can do yours as a mother that you are. Irú àwọn ẹjọ́ yìí kàn máa kó bá yín ni pé kẹ́ wá judge ẹ̀. So you can use your platform, your voice too, to join with what is going on. Look at the issue of the one that happened in Ile-Ife, in Hilton's Hotel. Although many people called me and said, ó yẹ kó sọ fún Kábíyèsí káwọn náà sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Kábíyèsí will not say anything. Why? It's a conflict of interest. Ta ló tẹ̀ sọ bóyá Kábíyèsí gan, bóyá like he might be the one that even took a step how they transfer the case to Abuja, because we all know that it is possible Maye of Ile-Ife, Dr. Adeboye, will have upper hand in Osogbo. Bóyá nítorí ẹ̀ gan ni wọ́n ṣe, bóyá wọ́n pẹ̀lú àwọn tó gbégbèsè bí case yẹn ṣe dánwò yẹn without coming to the public. It's possible. But then aside from the Kabiyesi, the Olori can lend a voice too to stuff like this. It's not too much. Do we all remember the case of Pastor Alfa Sotitobire, that a child was missing in his church, and a lot of things happened, after that. Now they said the Court of Appeal in Akure have convicted and released Prophet Alfa Babatunde Sotitobire after appealing his life imprisonment sentence over the disappearance of a 1-year-old boy from his church. A lot of people, the Court of Appeal sat down in Akure and they ruled to his favor and they set him free. congratulations to Sotitobire and his family o. Ẹ kú oríire o. Ṣùgbọ́n nobody is even talking about where the boy is. Has the boy been found? Does that mean the judge that convicted him before does not know what he or she is doing? Abẹ́rẹ́ pé nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. But still yet no, the boy that got missing is not found till date. What's going to happen to the parent of that child? What will the parent be going through? Or should the parent just believe that the boy is gone and is gone? Well, there's still Supreme Court. Or at the end of the day, ìdákàchẹ́ká máa rántí pé ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ń bọ̀ ṣáá o. Ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ń bọ̀. Ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ń bọ̀. The boy is not still found. Sotitobire àtàwọn ẹbí ẹ congratulation o. Ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́ ẹ congratulation. Right now, bó ṣe padà ní ìsìn yóò máa àwọn dìdìrìn àwọn mùmú wọ́n sì máa kóra wọn lọ síbẹ̀ ọ̀gbọ́n ló máa fi máa fọ́ pé bóyá Ọlọ́run kan ló gbàdúrà òun kìnìkan igbá kan àwo kan wọ́n á lọ máa kó jẹ ní ìsìn yìí ni wọ́n pé àmọ́ páwọn èèyàn gọ́ lébù tó bá tún dọ̀là wọ́n tún máa padà is a fake pastor kìnìkan. Now you come back now and start acting as if he's the original pastor. All of you will still jump there with your dìdìrìn head again. Gbogbo yín kẹ́ máa tanra yín. Ọlọ́run kúkú rí gbogbo wa. Ọmọ tán ni ó sọnù wọn tí ì rí ọmọ. Èmi ò ní Sotitobire ló gbé o. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣáwọn lọ́ọ̀yà tó ń kọ́kọ́ ṣé jọ́ọ̀jì tó kọ́kọ́ sẹ́ńtẹ̀sì yẹn kò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe kò rí evidence kò rí nǹkan kan ó kọ̀ fún ní sẹ́ńtẹ̀sì ni. Anyway, ìkéde àti ìròyìn yìí àti bọ́ sí abala ìkéde àti ìròyìn. Ìkéde àti ìròyìn yìí ó ń wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ ọmọbìnrin kan tí ó ń jẹ́ Mrs. Fọláṣadé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin kan tí ó ń jẹ́ Mr. Fáṣakin Káyọ̀dé tó jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí ìlú Ìsì Èkìtì lọ́hùn-ún. Ọmọbìnrin Fọláṣadé yìí ń ké pe gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ ní tilé tóko àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ìsì Èkìtì àti kábíyèsí Arìnjálẹ̀ of Ìsì Èkìtì and all the sons and daughters of Ìsì Èkìtì lápapọ̀ lórí Mr. Fáṣakin Káyọ̀dé wípé wọ́n yá àwọn owó kan ní àwọn ìyẹn Miss Fọláṣadé. Mr. Fáṣakin yá àwọn owó kan ní ọwọ́ Mrs. Fọláṣadé o. Àwọn owó tó jẹ́ àwọn owó tó ń ṣe owó kékeré ojúlókun rójú ṣàánú. Nígbà tí wọ́n yá àwọn owó yìí tán wọ́n ṣe wàhálà lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ kí wọ́n tó máa wọ́n yá bí wọ́n ṣe yá wọn ní dọ́là náà ni wọ́n ṣe yá wọn ní náírà. Ní ti dọ́là tí wọ́n yá wọn yẹn wọ́n ti san dé àwọn ibì kan tí wọ́n ti san tán. Nọ́mbà mẹ́sẹ̀jì wọn wípé náírà tí mo yá ní ọwọ́ rẹ̀ mo ti san dọ́là ẹ̀ tán. Ìyẹn Mr. Fáṣakin mẹ́sẹ̀jì ọ̀dọ́mọbìnrin yìí wípé kó sẹ́ndì Nàìjíríà náírà àkáǹtì ẹ̀ láti fi pé kóun sẹ́ndì náírà tóun fẹ́ fún. Ìyẹn dẹ̀ mẹ́sẹ̀jì ẹ̀ padà wípé àkáǹtì tó máa san sí leléyìí. Ní ọmọkùnrin bá ní wípé òun ò ní sanwó yìí sí àkáǹtì kákáǹtì mẹ́sẹ̀jì yẹn lè ń wò láàrin àwọn méjèèjì àti transaction details nígbà tí ọmọbìnrin tó ń sẹ́ndì owó yìí tó ń yá ọmọkùnrin yìí ní owó yìí wípé ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ ẹ gbà òun o lọ́wọ́ Mr. Fáṣakin tóun ṣe láàánú tóun yá ní owó wípé nígbà tóun máa yá wọn lówó àkáǹtì òun kọ́ lòun ti sẹ́ndì owó yìí sí wọn o. Ìdí tí ọmọkùnrin ṣe ní wípé ó láti lọ wá Nàìjíríà àkáǹtì tó jẹ́ titi òun gangan kóun tó dá owó padà. Ó ní kẹ́ gbà òun kẹ́ ra òun kalẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ Mr. Fáṣakin Káyọ̀dé o. Wípé ìgbà tó máa yáwó lọ́wọ́ òun kò ń ṣàkáǹtì òun gan lòun ti sẹ́ndì owó yìí sí débi wípé yóò wá máa fọwọ́ lálẹ̀ pé kó láti lọ wá àkáǹtì tó jẹ́ titi ẹ̀ wá kóun tó dá kóun tó fún ní owó tóun yá ní ọwọ́ rẹ̀. Ó ní kẹ́ gbà òun pé kí ló ń wá àkáǹtì àwọn fún o. Ṣó fẹ́ ṣe kí ni ṣó fẹ́ háàkì àkáǹtì àwọn ni àbí ṣé ó nídìí full name àwọn ni pé ọkàn àwọn ò balẹ̀ ẹ̀mí àwọn kó sókè o. Ṣó fẹ́ ṣe jàǹbá fún àwọn ni lórí owó táwọn yá lórí àánú táwọn ṣe Mr. Fáṣakin. Kábíyèsí Arìnjálẹ̀ of Ìsì Èkìtì àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ìsì Èkìtì lápapọ̀ bàbá èwe St. Anglican Church ní Ìsì Èkìtì òun ni Miss Fọláṣadé ń ké pè lọ́wọ́ yìí o. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ gbà wọ́n lọ́wọ́ Mr. Fáṣakin o. Ipe kí ni wọ́n wá àkáǹtì àwọn kiri fún o. Kí ni wọ́n wá full name tó wà lórí àkáǹtì àwọn kiri fún o. Nígbà táwọn máa yá wọn lówó kò ń ṣàkáǹtì àwọn làwọn ti sẹ́ndì owó yìí sí wọn o. Àwọn dẹ̀ ti sẹ́ndì àkáǹtì táwọn fẹ́ kán san owó yìí sí àfi ìgbà tí Mr. Fáṣakin ní pé láti já àkáǹtì títí ẹ̀ o. wọ́n ní kẹ́ ẹ jọ kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ kẹ́ ẹ gbà wọ́n o kábíyèsí àti ẹ̀yin ọmọ ìlú bíbí Ìsìn Èkìtì àti àwọn adarí ẹ̀sìn ti ìjọ St Anglican Church tó wà ní Ìsìn Èkìtì bàbá èwe tẹ́ ẹ fi jẹ bàbá èwe òun ni ọmọbìnrin kan sunkún lé lórí pé kẹ́ ẹ jọ kẹ́ ẹ gbà òun lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ o wọ́n ní ọkọ̀ àwọn ò balẹ̀ pé bóyá ó fẹ́ ṣèkà fáwọn torí àwọn oore làwọn ṣe é o òun ni etí rí gbogbo àwọn information yìí lójú amóhùnmáwòrán wọ̀nyí pé ọmọkùnrin ayáwó má san ni o ìgbà táwọn máa yá wọn lówó yìí wọn sọ pé àǹtorí pé owó yóò wà látàkáǹtì Nàìjíríà àkáǹtì ẹ̀mí ò lè gbà á wọ́n ní kò sí yẹn níbẹ̀ o àfìgbà tó ní pé láti já àkáǹtì àwọn kóhun tó dówó padà àkáǹtì àwọn dẹ̀kọ́ làwọn fi yá ní owó yìí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ o àkáǹtì táwọn fẹ́ kó fi san owó yìí ibi tó máa dá padà sí àwọn ti sẹ́ǹdì ẹ̀ sí àfìgbà tó ní ó láti já àkáǹtì títí wọn o wọ́n ní kẹjọ kẹgbà wọn pé kí ni ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ pé ọkùn àwọn kó sókè o ṣó fẹ́ àkáǹtì àwọn ni àbí kí ló nídìí àkáǹtì wọn fún kókó tó dá owó padà o gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ìsìn Èkìtì bàbá àjọyín Mr. Fáṣakin Káyọ̀dé òun ni ọmọbìnrin Miss Fọláṣadé ni wọ́n ń ṣe ìkéde ilé lórí ẹ̀ lórí awareness ní o gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe kí ni ẹ bá wa wojú ọmọkùnrin yìí o Miss Fọláṣadé wọ́n ní ọkọ̀ àwọn ò balẹ̀ lórí ọmọkùnrin yìí o pé yáwó lọ́wọ́ àwọn ni kò dẹ̀ fẹ́ sanwó àwọn o ó ní àfi tó bá já àkáǹtì àwọn dẹ̀kọ́ làwọn ti yá ní owó yìí o wọ́n ní kẹjọ kẹgbà wọn kalẹ̀ o wọ́n ní kẹjọ kẹgbà wọn kalẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ Mr. Fáṣakin Káyọ̀dé o ṣó fẹ́ ṣe jàǹbá fáwọn ni lórí àánú táwọn ṣe o. ìkéde àti ìròyìn yìí ó ń wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ ìyẹn Mrs. Fọláṣadé. The Redeemed Christian Church of Christ recently launched an online dating app. The son of the daddy Gio, leke Adeboye, took to his page to, say something concerning the dating site that the Redeemed Church is providing. He said, "We don't need a dating app. We old-fashioned, we use prayer and Holy Spirit to find each other." Hey! He expressed his objections after the church launched an online dating site. One day after it was announced, the Redeemed Christian Church of Christ launched an online site platform for matured singles. He shared photos of some couples he met old-fashioned way and wrote old-fashioned way for them. He said, "Seed connecting with seed. We don't need a dating app. We are old-fashioned. We use prayer and Holy Spirit to find each other." So Holy Spirit ló fi ń wá seed àbí seed is connecting pẹ̀lú seed. Holy Spirit àti prayer ni wọ́n fi ń wá ọkọ. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, the dating site they say is not free ṣá o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ lọ máa mú yàwó lórí dating site Redeem àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ lọ máa mú ọkọ ń bẹ̀. Congratulations in advance yo.